This is the Average Guy Network, and you have found Home Gadget Geeks, show number 212, released on May 3rd, 2015. Here on Home Gadget Geeks, we cover all your favorite tech gadgets that find their way into your home. News, reviews, product updates, and conversation, all through the average tech guy. I'm your host, Jim Collison, broadcasting live, and actually today, recording live. We're going to be doing post-show content from show 209 and 210. We weren't able to get to a live episode this week. Some good content, about 60 minutes of content from both those post-shows. We'll include it this week in the feed. We hope you enjoy it. And of course, you can find this in the video out with the show notes out at theaverageguy.tv. If you have questions, comments, or contributions, you can contact the show. Send me an email, jim@theaverageguy.tv. You can find me on Twitter at jcollison, or you can now call in those questions, 402-478-8450, and we'll call those questions. We'll play those questions right here on the show. Theaverageguy.tv, of course, is powered by Maple Grove Partners and their web hosting. Get secure, reliable, high-speed hosting from people you know. That's just Christian, and so you can support them. If you're looking to start a new website, you can get all the information you need. Actually, very reasonable to do that as well. Maple Grove Partners, all one word, maplegrovepartners.com. We want to thank Roger over at WLMN Radio. They broadcast us live each week, although this one won't make it in there. We want to say WLMRadio.com for streaming us each week out to Grafton, West Virginia, and Home Gadget Geeks is a part of the Geeks Network. You can find the links to this show and many other great podcasts out at the Geeks Network at thegeeksnetwork.com. All right. Well, this is a pre-recorded show. We hope you enjoyed. About the next 60 minutes, we'll just jump right into it. Thanks for listening.
All right.
Good work.
Sorry, I didn't mean to throw off your closing there.
No, that was fine.
Okay.
Impossible.
You can't throw me off. They call me the
I'm
wall.
a
Nothing
pro.
gets by this guy.
I'm a pro. I think Andy calls me the podcasting Yoda.
Yoda, I do. I called you Swami the other day. Today's
Andy,
Swami.
what's that shirt? It's pretty sweet.
Oh,
Which one?
it was an autism awareness event that I went to, so it's like
That's awesome.
yeah, it was cool.
So
It's an A for awesome.
Yeah.
Alan is asking, is there a native client that can work with Chatwing?
Not that I know of.
No, there's a
that I know
Chatwing
of.
app. There is a Chatwing app for both iPhone and Android.
Oh,
Huh.
really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. No, there is an app. So, Alan, give that a try. That's the one I use when I don't go to the web. I use the app. There's a Chatwing app. You can log in with it. And then there's a search function on it, and just search Average Guy, and ours should come up. And this is just chatwing.com/. Let me double check that on the iPhone. Hold on. Did I bring my phone down?
So what's Christian have to fix? The
SSL
SSL.
encryption.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And you're paying the premium just for that, correct?
Yes, I was paying the $1 just for that. Now, if I did pay the $11.20, which I won't, I would get logo. I could put a logo up. I get all their premium services, but I'm not going to pay it. Shoot, how did I not bring my phone down here? Oh, it's probably good that I didn't. Let's look in the Android store. 1 second. I'm pretty sure they've got a Android and iPhone app. 1 sec here. Audio Boom does. Audio Boom's got some rockin' apps. Andy, that's kind of where when people now, like when I get new podcast listeners, and like, how do I listen on my phone for my shows? I'm like, go to Audio Boom, create an account, log in, search for Home Gadget Geeks, boom, subscribe, boom, you're in.
Wow.
So that's the best one for Android.
Nice.
So what did I say? Chatwing, not Chastity Wing.
That'll probably bring up something different.
Probably will not. Yeah, hopefully it's curated. Chatwing, yeah. So there's what it. Whoops. There's what it looks like. Yeah.
Okay.
Not very much, but install. So Alan, there you go. Rennie says there's a Grafton about 2 hours south of him there. He's there in Brisbane. Probably not the same Grafton, West Virginia.
Probably
Grafton,
not.
Australia.
Probably not.
Probably not the same. Very different.
Yeah, I got that camera adapter in for my iPad, and then I actually I hooked up my Multimix 4 and tried to go through that, but I didn't really like how it was working out. So I actually
It's not very powerful.
no. Well, I posted the other day on one of those podcast groups, and I actually got a huge reply from one guy who was at where Dave Jackson has come back from.
New Media Expo.
Yeah, he was there too. And he put this whole thing. I mean, I guess this guy specializes in podcasting from iPads.
Oh.
So I I just bought the ART USB dual. What is it here? Yeah, ART USB dual pre, and then it just has 2 XLRs on it, and then you can adjust the gains on the left and right. And then I guess it takes 2 AA batteries, or I'm sorry, a 9-volt battery. And he specifically uses the ATR 2100s. And he says, no problem, sounds great. Mobile podcasting is completely reformatted. You can go anywhere you want without having to worry about a power source. So it powers itself off both the battery and the iPad itself. So we'll try that out, because I want to start doing some mobile stuff, but I don't want to have to be linked to, to where the closest outlet is.
Right.
So I want to see how this is going to work. So I'm going to try it out, and I'll let you know.
Yeah, that's good. I've been doing some of it off the Surface. That works out pretty well too.
Yeah. So we'll see. But then I downloaded Boss Jock too. Was messing around with that. It's pretty
I
cool.
love Boss Jock.
Yeah, Boss Jock's the standard for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Is that cost? Is that like $5 or something?
$9.99.
No, it's not too bad.
No,
Not too
not
bad.
bad
I
at
still
all.
need a mic. I still need to buy. So I've got a $10. I got a $10 card here.
Oh, yeah.
That's gonna buy that app, and I still haven't bought it
For the car?
For the car, yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, I wonder where I put that. I might have to buy a new one.
It's probably in your car.
Probably is. I think I put it in the console, in the center console. But I was like, I got to get to that this weekend. I got to vacuum out my car first. It's terrible.
Yeah, clean that mess up.
It's terrible, man. It's just awful. Let's see, what else? Anything else?
Not
This
too
part of
much.
the year, I always forget to turn, down here in the basement, it gets a little stuffy. So, was it you? I was podcasting one time. We got done. It was like 90 degrees in
Yes.
mic.
It was awful. Like, as soon as we got done, I crawled over and, opened the window. Like, I couldn't breathe. Because I had my studio lights on, too, and it was just so hot. My legs were sticking to my chair, which...
But that's a good thing to bring up. I mean, what is a low noise solution for airflow if you're podcasting? I mean, is there a fan out there that does not? I mean, is there I know there's some.
I've got one. Here, I'll turn it on, and you can tell me if you can hear it. Hold on.
If he just goes away from the mic and goes,
Can't hear anything.
Yeah, it's one of those little tower fans. You know that the cylinder that goes up, and on a low speed, which is good enough for down here. Can't even hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How
Yeah, I
far
need
away is
something.
that from you?
6 feet, maybe.
Oh,
8
okay.
feet.
So pretty close.
Yeah.
So you're getting some airflow. You're feeling it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's coming. It's coming this way. Just kind of keep the air moving down here. But it's been a great little podcasting one because it just almost makes no noise. And I don't know what those fans are in there, but whatever they
that's
are,
good.
they're not very loud.
That's good because the one I have in my office is like a turbo fan. Every time I turn it on, it's like, whoa, and then my papers start flying everywhere, and I'm like, come on, man.
Ken asked in chat, anyone looking for a Chromecast? Is this that $20 deal for the refurbs? I have 2 Chromecasts. I just barely use one. So no. I need to watch more TV.
$9 and get a max of 4 of them per address.
Oh wow, that's a pretty good deal.
Yeah, that ain't bad at all.
It must be refurbs.
Huh. I'm gonna look it up. Man, I love coming on this show. I learn so much stuff.
That's good.
You guys are so knowledgeable. No, I do learn a lot from this stuff because I don't, like I was talking to Mike earlier. I said you in Omaha, obviously you have a larger population, so the chances are pretty good that you'll run into somebody that is interested in tech and wants to talk to you guys about it and teach you some new things. But here in Clinton, Iowa, like I stated earlier, it's like I'm Harry Potter, you know, I'm like, Expelliarmus, and I just make podcasts come alive, and I push a little.
wise wizard, how do I bid thy podcasting?
I push a knot on the great elm tree, and into my studio I go. But yeah, there's not a lot of people that want to talk about it. So when I hear these things, and you're like, because you said to me, "Hey, come on, Home Gadget Geeks, we'll talk tech," and I'm like, dude, you're barking up the wrong tree, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I left air traffic right into this stuff, so I'm learning. But
Yeah.
But
no, I think it's good.
It's
you know, Andy, when I started this podcast 4 years ago, the intent was to be for the average guy, for you.
Yeah.
Right? That's what it was supposed to be for. And what often happens is it collects a bunch of really smart guys. You know, so we found Andrew and we found Christian and these guys got really smart, and then birds of a feather flock together, so that, you know, it attracts that audience. And pretty soon it's like, wow, I was lost. You know, I'm like, whatever. Yeah. I'm just here. Well, I'm glad. I feel like we're getting a little bit more back into kind of the intent of it, of being more average guy stuff, but not being a ramble cast, you know, where it's just us rambling about whatever, these random topics.
That's the hard part for me on my show, is like when you don't get specific and get into the really techie nitty gritty, you do start to ramble a little bit because you start to just kind of do a top level analysis of it. So I have to really hold myself down to not ramble, because when you don't deep dive, it's hard to not ramble.
Right. Well, and that's why, I mean, good show notes, and then, you know, I just try and mark about 15 minutes a topic.
Yeah.
And then when it feels like we still have about 5 minutes of things to say, I cut it off. That way it doesn't get, you know, doesn't get too stale.
Yeah, you don't cross that line.
And then move on. And so far so good. I mean, I've the last 2 weeks have been this, with Mike and I coming up with the topics, and we'll have some. Who do I got coming on? Let's look at.
It's been working out pretty well, though.
No, I like it.
Yeah,
I like it a lot. I like having you on, Mike. It's good to. I think you're going to do great as a regular host here. Let's see. Who's coming on? We got Andy this week. Paul Braren next week. Now that'll be a brainer, virtualization one. And then I've got 2 weeks open I need to get filled here. I have to get busy on those this weekend. And then on May 14th, Rich Hay from Windows Observer is coming in, and you will get Mike. Oh, you're out that week. That's right. It'll be Rich and I. And Rich will have just come back from Ignite, which is a Microsoft conference. And he'll have been at Build. So he'll have Build and Ignite, and he will blast us with Windows information. So that's coming up May 14th. And then Addie Cicito is going to join us.
I like her.
Addie's dynamite.
She's a sound tech.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's cool. I learned a lot from that because she was helping kind of you a little bit too with your.
Yeah.
Yeah,
cool. She was. She's going to come on. We're going to talk WordPress. So that'll be kind of fun.
Everything WordPress.
Everything WordPress. Everything and anything you've ever wanted to know about.
Good.
WordPress.
I need some help.
There you go. Yeah. Well, you'll love Addie. She's just super sweet and.
Yeah, she's easy to listen to.
Okay, and maybe I'll throw this out to you guys while we're talking about WordPress. Is there an easy way? So I go in and manually edit some of the sizes and the CSS of the theme I use, but every time I update the theme, it goes in and
it blows it away.
Yeah, is there any way to keep that?
You need to create a child theme.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not as easy as it sounds.
Okay.
I wish it was as fun, but it. Yeah. You have a parent and a child, and so you, and I haven't figured this all out, but Google it. Google child themes in WordPress, and it'll walk you through how to set that up, parent-child, so that you update the changes stay in the child, I think, or in the I don't know. You'll have to look it up, but that's what
outsource it.
Well, it's like 3 changes. It's really not. I just go in and delete the number and put in the new one.
Well, you should do parent-child anyways in WordPress, because anytime you update the theme in WordPress, it wipes everything out.
Yeah.
And so if you want to update your themes, that's the right way to do it. I just have never sat down. I just leave my themes unpatched till I make a change. 3 years later.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm just leaving it unpatched.
Yeah. And I don't think, in most cases, I don't think there's a lot of security vulnerabilities in the themes. You often get those in the plugins.
Plugins, that's what gets you every time.
Crazy plugins.
Oh, speaking of plugins, Pretty
Ken
Links is
wanted
pretty
to.
sweet.
Which one? Pretty Links?
Yeah, he dropped that.
You're new to
Dropped that
Pretty
knowledge.
Links, right?
Yeah, he told me about it the other day, and
Well,
I knew it
not everybody
existed.
on the show knows that, man. I'm just trying to do my host job.
Yeah.
Dude, you told me about that the other day. Dude, I'm trying to get you to. There's other people listening.
Oh. Well, now they know about Pretty Links. There you go.
Yeah, Pretty Links is pretty sweet.
It's fantastic. That's what I use for my survey and for my iTunes review. So all that stuff is just /survey/iTunes review. It's fantastic.
Yeah, that's
I got 5 on the survey so far, so more than I actually thought I would. You know, we guessed 3.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, 3 to 5.
Yeah, surveying your audience.
Helpful.
Yeah. Actually, yes. It was very surprising how different my audience is.
Really?
Oh, yeah. They're all over the board. It's kind of weird, but
Well, one of them was your mom, right?
probably.
I love what you do, Michael. It's amazing. Keep
Well,
up the good work.
Yeah, it might describe it because it was probably my mom, my grandma, Aunt Jim, Uncle Betty, and my wife. So
And
really,
Roger.
that's why it's
And
so
Roger.
weird. Oh yeah, and
Yeah.
Roger.
Roger was out
Did
there.
you send your survey to your Christmas card mailing list? Is that what you did?
I'm gonna put it. I need to start getting back up my email list. I stopped doing it.
Money's in the list, man.
Yeah, it is.
Unless
Mine
somebody
was a little too frequent. But mine
artificially
was every
spams
week.
your list.
So
As much as you hate it, it's the truth. I do some list acquisition stuff through directmail.com, and then I also purchase the 2 chambers of commerce I'm a member of. I purchase their membership list and for local business, and this is more for my marketing side of it, not so much for strengths. But yeah, money's in the list, man. It sucks. But
Does it generate much? How much for those lists?
not a lot. I mean, the Chamber of Commerce in the city of Clinton is 577 members, and for that mailing list that came with physical mailing addresses, the websites if they had one plus their mailing address, I paid $160, and it's mine.
Did you direct mail?
I do some direct mail. Yeah, I do. I dabble. I mean, what's worked best for me in direct mail is just letters, a simple letter.
Yeah.
What I actually done now is I sit down in a legal pad and I handwrite the letter, and then I actually scan it, load it up, do some Photoshop stuff with it, and then send it out in an envelope that's hand addressed.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
People
spectacular.
say, "How long did it take you to write all these letters?" I say, "Oh, man, days."
My fingers were bleeding.
Yeah, my fingers hurt.
You want to see that callus on my finger?
Yeah, but yeah, so that kind of stuff I like. Yeah, so cool. All right, guys. Well, I think I'm gonna have to bail here.
No, I think it's quitting
I'm the
time.
same way.
If
Yep.
you're watching live, we want to thank you for watching us, and we'll kill you now. So have a good one.
Threatens.
I know that's what I do, man.
Yeah.
That's what I do. It's what I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be honest. That's what I do. I
The
threaten.
money's in the threat. The money.
That's right. You got a problem
Watch
with that?
her,
Aaron? I threaten
watch her
people.
die. Watch
You
her.
got a problem with that?
All right.
No, you can just tell me when you're
Yeah, we're clear.
You're able to clear it that pretty much that fast. For
Yeah,
me.
I just clicked the stop stream button on the app. So.
Sweet. That's pretty cool. Good job.
Oh, thank
Nice
you.
job.
I
Your
was,
first solo show with me, right?
yeah, exactly. No, that was fun. I really enjoyed it. I still, not having all the knowledge on Windows stuff, but
You'll get it. You'll pick up on it.
Yeah.
You'll pick up on it. We'll have to. Maybe we should get you like one of those little HP Stream tablets. Let's see what. As we get into the summer, let's see. Maybe that'd be a good scholarship fund thing to get you a Windows device in your hand.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Definitely. Well, and I can grab next time I go to Kansas City. I've got we have one down there. I think I can grab and start playing with maybe. So
Yeah.
start playing with that.
Ken was saying no Easter dinner cooking tips. All right, so I totally screwed this up this year. I thought Easter was in the end of April and not.
Okay,
the
I
beginning.
noticed you said that, and I didn't know if you said the wrong date.
No, I totally boinked it. I was like,
Gotcha.
and then so the other day I was like, hey, wait a minute, we just had Easter. And Ryan, I looked at the schedule. I've got him scheduled for the last weekend in April, and I'm like, I must have looked up the wrong date when I was putting him in. And so I contacted him the other day, and I'm like, dude, can you join me? I haven't heard back from him yet. So Yeah, that's my fault, guys. Sorry about that. We did spend a little time talking about that temperature probe the other day, the iGrill device, but that was my fault. I totally blinked that. So we'll get Ryan on. We'll talk about summer barbecue and some of those kinds of things with him. Add a little tech in there.
I'm still excited to talk about hunting tech at some point. I think that'll be a
How
fun
are you gonna
topic.
do that?
So.
What do you got a buddy or what?
Yeah, well, I'm looking for one. I have none. See, all my hunting buddies are the extreme opposite of tech. So they use a lot of tech in hunting, but they would not be comfortable on a podcast. So I'll see if there's one that's willing to come on. But other than that, I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Anybody in the chat room a hunter that uses a lot of tech? We thought that would be something that because you hunt, right, Mike?
Oh yeah. Yep.
I don't. I'd be pretty worthless.
Doesn't have to be something we talk about, but I was like, I just dawned on me the other day.
Ready. Call yourself a Christian, Collison. Yeah, I should have known when Easter was. I should have.
Well, I'm sure you celebrated Easter. You just.
I did celebrate it.
Yeah.
Nah, not very well, to be honest. But
got together with family or something. Ate a big meal.
We did. Well, we did.
You had Fat Friday. That's something you did. So.
We did have Big Friday. No, it was Big Friday.
Big Friday.
We had Big Friday.
Big Friday. That's right.
We did this murder mystery thing. We download this murder mystery program through a web-based company that, for $30, I think we got this whole program that you print and it's characters and they get clues and it's involved around a dinner and. So there's 15 of us, and on Saturday night we did this murder mystery dinner.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
It was very, very cool. My son said it was the best birthday he ever had.
Really?
Yeah. And I was like, wow, okay.
See, I love stuff like that. I don't know if anyone in the chat room is near Kansas City, but one of the things I brought up on my show a few weeks ago was a new company down there just started the Escape the Room games that you play on the computer where you click around in the room and you have to find all the clues and you pretty much have to find your way out. A company in Kansas City is doing one of those in real life. So it's a real room you go to with some of your friends. They lock you in and you have to figure out your way out. So I thought that was kind of a fun, interesting topic or an interesting idea, I guess.
Yeah, I've heard of that. Somebody told me about that.
Yeah, family-friendly, fun stuff you can do on the weekend with the family. It's kind of hard to find these days. So I always like to hear of stuff like that.
I tell you what I've gotten into is disc golf. That is extremely weird you say that right now because I was just going to go for the first time this past weekend. So yeah, we're this coming up weekend.
I was going to go. We were like seconds away, and then something came up. So
yeah, no, we should definitely when you start playing.
Yeah,
once you play once, you're like, I got to play this again.
Well, and it's free, right? So that's kind of the big draw to it.
Yeah, in Omaha, there's half a dozen courses. Mahoney, Seymour Smith. There's one called, on 84th. There's Aspen, which is like 48th, and Harrison. There's Iowa Western.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then there's a couple other ones I haven't played yet. And so they're in my car. I bought a couple discs on Amazon. $20, $22 for a couple discs. Get a driver and a putter, and you just go out and fling them. And it is good fun. They got these metal nets that you try to get them into. That's where the hole goes. If you haven't played disc golf, now that grows up out of the hippie kind of stoner drinking. A lot of the guys because this has been around a while, but it's been an undercurrent subculture. But all of a sudden, it's become cool, and so you get a lot of the courses are jammed when we go out there. My
Facebook feed on the weekends, especially for my friends down in Kansas City, have been filled with it lately. So that's kind of how I got the idea of wanting to go. But yeah, it looks like something fun to do.
Well, we maybe need to bring Schoonover in on this discussion. He's just a man of many talents. But he was talking about fish finders.
Ooh, fishing tech. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
That's even better. There's actually a ton more to see. I don't use any of it, but I'm sure there's a lot more.
Well, it'd be good
fish all the time, but
good to find some folks who will come on. And Kevin, maybe you could, maybe we could pair you with somebody else too. And
or we could just have him on. He could do fishing. I could talk about the hunting tech. We could just have a whole kind of outdoorsy tech. It could be not even just hunting, fishing, anything outdoor tech wise. Outdoor speakers for your patio, stuff like that. Might be fun.
Tim Black says ice saws.
Old school tech.
Yeah, cut through the ice so you can fish on Lake Erie. Would you want to eat fish that you've caught in Lake Erie? I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I don't know if I'd trust any of those.
I was out in Colorado though over the winter, and someone just pulled up their truck onto the lake. It was just sitting on their tailgate, and they cut a hole, and they were just. I'm like, I don't know if I would trust pulling my truck out there, but I guess it is Colorado.
Yeah, it was a pretty cool winter. So there were the lakes were frozen over pretty well from that standpoint. That would be a good. That would So it would be interesting to morph a little bit. Lopta says outdoor geeks, but it would be fun. I mean, there's so much tech gear for that stuff now. Oh, well, the whole story about disc golf, right? I was actually going somewhere with that thing. So I'm playing out with my neighbor. So 2 doors up, a good friend. We've known them since we moved in here, and my kids know his kids. It's just a great situation, and he plays a lot of disc golf. In fact, he put a little disc golf club together at the school, the junior high. 60 kids showed up for it. So they're going to play Thursdays after school. They're going to play, cut them around a disc golf or whatever at Iowa Western. So anyways, we're out tossing the Frisbee. I think this was on Saturday. And or Saturday the week before. So he throws the disc, and we're walking out there, and he stops for a second. He reaches in his pocket, and he pulls out a rangefinder. And I'm like, dude, seriously? Did you just bust out a rangefinder? And
for disc golf,
for disc golf. So he's lasering it to the to the hole, and those holes have a little yellow circle on the top that you would ping it to. And he's like, 220 yards. So he reaches in his bag, and these guys have they've got a couple drivers, a couple mid-range, a couple putters. I mean, they're carrying a bag of. My son has 8 discs that he carries with him when he does this now. This is like an obsession.
Wow.
And these discs have numbers on them that tell you high speed and low speed performance, as well as if under certain conditions will they go to the right or will they go to the left.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So there's 4 numbers on every disc.
This is way more advanced than what
Dude, I'm telling you, this is like it's a whole undercurrent subculture disc golf thing that's going on, right? And some of these discs are pretty expensive, right?
Yeah.
So not very high tech. So anyway, so he pulls the thing out of the bag and lands the disc right in front of the pin, and then pings it in. Dang. And I was just like, seriously, we just pulled out a rangefinder for a weekend disc golf.
I like it. I use those. Well, I don't use a rangefinder. I just use an app on my phone when I go play regular golf. Instead of the rangefinder.
Well, so Lopta says he has no concept of disc golf. Think of frisbee golf. It's born out of that frisbee movement. But in the United States in the 70s and 80s, when we think of frisbee, we think of who was the frisbee company? There's a big frisbee company here. Chat room, help me out. I forget what there's a name. You weren't even born yet. But there's and so man, those frisbees would go far and high, and these discs are built for. I mean, they'll still go far, but it's a little harder. So it's not quite the easiness of the frisbee. I grew up as a high schooler in California. I grew up with a bunch of guys, and we used to play. So this would have been early '80s. We used to play frisbee. We'd go to church, like for youth group or whatever. It was Monday night or whatever. We get there 35 minutes, 40 minutes early, and we'd play frisbee in the parking lot for half an hour before, before the event. And so we did a lot of that. Whammo, yes, Whammo. Frisbees by Whammo. There's some good ones too, man. You could chuck those things for a while. But throwing a frisbee, like an old school frisbee, and throwing these discs are two different. The technique's a little bit different. It takes a little work. It's not. I took my team.
Now
out.
I'm really excited. I'm going on Amazon right now. Before the wife notices.
The average guy.tv/Amazon.
Full. Yeah. I'm gonna start using that. Well, I should have on my Xbox purchase. I completely forgot. I even have it bookmarked up here. Where'd it go? There it is. Okay, but I've wondered if it still works because I can't get signed out of my affiliate program on Amazon.
Yeah, it still works.
Does it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. You don't have to sign out. No, it's just the cookie it places in there when
Cool.
you do it. Not a big deal, but just reminding the folks,
Okay, so side note though, I just ran a speed test in Chrome in the browser I'm using, and I've got Well, I've got
You're
52.
okay now.
Is it?
Yeah.
Has it been okay for a while, or?
I haven't been looking, but hold on. Let me block you as.
Because it still says I'm only throwing up 100. Well, it goes between 40 and 100 kilobits per second, which is super slow.
Did you change the bandwidth meter up in the top?
I'm still down on medium.
Push it all the way up. Let's see what it does.
All right, let's see what it does now.
Let's see if we get an HD signal from you. I'm going to leave it.
Oh, watch, we are. I don't know what
There you
changed.
go. Boom, HD.
That is strange.
So something's changed.
Yeah, I was gonna say because I got 52 down and 5 up, so it's more than enough on the upside. Interesting.
Lopta asked me if I
We're
saw
done.
the keyboard and mouse combo that he bought recently. I haven't looked at the Amazon account in a while, so let me pop out.
Can you see what people buy?
Yeah, I can't see who bought it,
Okay.
but I can see what they bought. So if I go out there right now, in fact, it's funny. Nathaniel's out in chat as well. There's been a couple times I featured. Sometimes I go out there when night, Kevin. Sometimes I go out there and see what people are buying just to kind of see who's getting great deals, and maybe I want to take advantage of the deal.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times the listeners are better shoppers than I am, and so then I would find a great deal and I would post it to my Twitter account, and Nathaniel or somebody would say, "Hey, I bought that." Keith too, Lunsford out in Colorado. There was a couple times he was like, "I bought that." I'm like, well, I don't know who. I don't get so on my list right now, herbal essence, some shampoo. Someone bought the Whiz Gear mount that you and I talked about. The mount, the magnet mount for your car that we talked about. Yeah, somebody bought one of those.
One.
Actually, I sold 3 of those, 2 last month and 1. Oh, actually, someone bought the Whiz Gear Universal Smartphone Holder Tripod Adapter for the iPhone 6 as well, so they probably bought those together. Somebody bought a Motorola Surfboard SB6141. That's a nice modem. That's a nice cable modem. Did I lose you? Okay, you're just bringing your screen up.
Oh yeah. Did you get this 3-disc set for $20 right here? Discraft?
No, I bought mine separately, but hold on. Let me push this aside. Let me bring you full screen. So which one are you looking at? The 3?
No, there's this one up here, this Discraft beginner disc golf set.
And how much is it?
$20.
Yeah, that'd be a good one to get you started.
Yeah.
For the first couple times, you'll blow through those pretty quick, and then.
What do you mean blow? Do you lose them?
No. Well, sometimes.
Oh.
But
I'm not that great of a frisbee thrower.
I
so.
mean, those cheaper ones, get what you pay for, and then so if you get into it, then you'll start buying. You start noticing certain discs fly a little bit better. So everybody shares discs, right? When they're doing it, so it's like, hey, you want to try this? You want to try that? And you'll find one. Oh, this one flies really well for me, or whatever. And so it's yeah. Like I said, my son.
They actually have the vending machines outside of the course. You can buy them at too.
Yeah, they do.
Are those expensive?
Yeah, that's like 16, 17 each.
Oh wow!
If you do it that way. Yeah. Somebody bought an Apple 12-watt USB power adapter. Kensington Expert trackball mouse. Lopta, was that yours?
Ooh, speaking of mice,
Vertical
that new
stitch wall.
What was it called? Oh man, MX? Is that something? Oh, MX Master.
Somebody bought an Apple Lightning. A cable. After we talked about cables. Looking for somebody bought some sunglasses.
I gotta figure out what it is to get people to use that link.
It's just work. It's just your audience. You just got to keep saying it, right? I got a great audience.
Yeah, you do.
They that was one of the things they just latched onto. It works pretty well. You know what I bought the other day? So I brought protein bars. I go to Baker's here and I pick up every week. I was picking up 6 protein bars for my workouts that I would have after, because I get really hungry after I work out, and then it's better if I eat that right away. It's good for your body that way too.
Yep.
And then that way I wouldn't come home and eat the fridge, just eat it clean. And it was really helpful. But every Saturday I was going by Baker's. I was picking up 6. Well, I can get a box of 20 for And they're, at Baker's are like $1.70 each, and I can get them for $1.20 each on Amazon, and they just deliver them right to work. I mean,
You can't get much better than that.
now they're in my history. So when I run out on my way home on my phone, I can just reorder them right there. So
I've been looking at this mouse too. I mean, it's $100, so outrageous for a mouse, but it just looks. It's got some really good reviews. I'm looking to get a nice mouse.
I've seen one like that. I've seen somebody use one like that.
I hate
And they are
the
nice.
Apple mouse. So if
You mean this one?
which one?
This
Oh
one?
man, that's ancient. That's a classic. Is that the one with the tiny little ball that's big? Yeah.
Yeah. And yes, up front right there.
Up, just the
Yeah.
wireless one.
Yeah.
The one button
Yeah.
is just
I hold on to this as a relic. And why it's on my desk, I don't know. But
I would use this one I have, but it's USB and I don't have an extra spare USB port, so maybe it's time to get a hub.
someone bought a Saint Dalfor French Bistro gourmet on the go, ready to eat wild pink salmon, 6.2 ounce tins, pack of 6.
Have you ever gotten something super embarrassing, like really personal, that
No.
the person probably forgot that it tracks?
No. No. A few
I've always thought about
clothes,
that.
some underwear,
Yeah.
some underwear.
I guess there's nothing too risque. that people can
No,
buy.
I don't think so. Maybe some unmentionables, but
Yeah.
that's a really old school word. Grashna says he just uses trackballs. Yeah, bookmarking it is the best way to do it if you're going to remember my affiliate link.
Yeah. And that's the way I do it, but I order. This is bad. I shouldn't admit this on live. But I order everything from work. Is when I'll think of it when I get to work in the morning, and they don't let us install our own stuff, so I don't have any of my bookmarks. So
Well, you can still, if you just go through the site and click the link.
Yeah, because I either order at work or on my phone. I rarely order from home, so I just got to start ordering from home and using that link. You're in my bookmark bar, but
I appreciate that. Somebody also brought a Pro Max protein bar, Nutty Butter Crisp. Nutty Butter Crisp, 2.6 ounces, 12 pack for $13. See, I just think that's a great way to get. That's just a great way to get that kind of stuff because it's just delivered right to you. I don't even have to stop at the store. I need to see.
Well, it's nice because you have free shipping too.
I do.
Like my wife and I order through Advocare because we're Advocare distributors.
Right.
But it takes a few days.
Yeah.
And it's not the cheapest.
Well, I'm just kind of thinking, for me, like with protein bars, it's something. When I get down to 2, like, okay, I better order another box.
Right. And it's there in 2 days.
And it's there in 2 days.
Just imagine if you had that little button you could press, the little device on Amazon, you just say, of it.
That would be the perfect button.
Yeah.
Right there. That would be a perfect. Although I'd still want to check the price. That's the thing. The other thing that I drink are these 20-ounce Gatorades, right? I buy 6 protein bars and an 8-pack of Gatorade traditional, and I throw that in the back of my car. And then when I'm done working out, as I'm driving home, I grab one of those and drink them on the way home. That's kind of my routine. And they're $5, $5 something at Baker's. Well, they're $5.48 at Amazon.
And delivered.
And they're a Prime. They're Prime Pantry. So how does that work on Prime Pantry? In other words, I could probably set it up where they would just ship these to me automatically. A dash button for protein bars, says Nathaniel in chat. Price.
Yeah, Nathaniel, that Performance MX, that's the one I was just showing Jim. I like that one too. I don't use it, but.
So it says Prime Pantry is a new benefit for Prime members. You now have an exclusive access to shop low-priced everyday essentials in everyday sizes. Adding the item to your cart will start a Prime Pantry box. Our pantry boxes are large and can hold up to 45 pounds or 4 cubic feet of product. There's a flat $5.99 delivery fee for each box. Buy as much or as little as you want and get it conveniently delivered to your home. So they're encouraging you, right? You want to load up your pantry box because you're going to listen to me. You're going to pay a flat $5.99 for these household items.
So that would only be if you were not Prime, though, right?
No, as Prime, still with Prime, you still got to pay because these are heavy food items.
You gotta pay? I've never. Oh, maybe. Oh, because they're not Prime eligible. Is that what they're
Yes,
saying?
right.
Okay.
They're
Okay.
not Prime eligible.
That makes sense. I looked up one time what the best deal you can get with your free 2-day shipping, and there is a gun safe that you can order that would cost like $750 to ship because it's like 1,000 pounds and it's just huge. But you can get it if it was Prime eligible, so free 2-day shipping on this huge gun safe.
Wow. Mike Howard bought a big TV on Amazon, and they
He trusted that?
actually.
I don't know.
Well, here's the deal. They don't. You can't. They won't deliver it unless they install it. And so it's part of, they deliver it, they install it, they make sure it's working, right? They don't want any of those shenanigans
Right.
going on. So I imagine if I could, I mean, I wonder how much food stuff I would have to buy from Amazon to make this worth it, right? It's things I would buy all the time that I would want. If I did 8, I drink, it's about 1 a week, so I would need 4 of those a month.
4 of the Gatorades?
4 of the 20, 4 of the 8. Let's see how heavy they are. They're 20-ounce bottles, so 8 20-ounce bottles. Whatever that turns out to be, pound-wise. It only gets 5-star ratings. So Nathaniel says that TV delivery install worked great for his dad. One less install he had to do. So then other Jim says, if you pay around $1 for a protein bar that are 1.6 to 2 ounces, you're approaching the price per pound of steak.
Protein is expensive. I do the shakes, so I just get the powder and I'll do that, but yeah.
Well, let's see, hold on, I'll look up what I get here. I didn't say it was a good idea. I just said what I do. So I get Cliff. These are 2.4 ounces. They're the 20-gram protein bars. Chocolate mint. They are freaking delicious. I'm not going to lie.
The Cliff ones?
The Cliff ones are
delicious.
Yeah, they're pretty awesome. And so those are 2.4 ounces. They come in a 12-pack. $18.58 for the 12-pack. So what does that work out to be each if I got... There's 12 in the pack, and it's $18.58. I have enough computers here. I should be able to figure that out.
It's $1.54.
So it's not saving me that much. I pay $1.69 at Baker's when I pick them up. So, but they're getting delivered right to me. Still probably the price of steak.
Yeah, pretty much.
Per pound.
But they're so good.
Well,
it's like a little treat after you work out. It's like almost like a little reward.
It's convenient. You need it, right? It's good for your body, and if I had, so I get 12, so I would probably need 2 or 3 boxes a month. So if I had 2 or 3 boxes of this, and I had 4 of the Gatorades delivered in that Pantry deal, and I'm sure there's a few other things I could add in, that might make it worth it to have them deliver that stuff to me for the $5.99 for the $6.
Yeah.
You
only need maybe 1 or 2 more items to add in there.
Yeah. Yeah. Interesting. God, they're killing it. Amazon is just freaking killing it.
I love it.
Yeah. No, it's pretty cool. I just got this weird spam on Skype. You ever get those messages on Skype? Someone trying to friend you, and their name is just it's not a real person. Oh,
I've never had that.
Happens to me on
I
Skype
rarely
all the
open
time.
Skype though, so I might have them sitting there too. Man, this Periscope. I have been watching Periscope for a large amount of today. I have a 2-hour lunch break on Thursdays.
What are you watching on it?
Everyone. So there was a podcaster I followed. There was someone just doing a Q&A. They're like, hey, I'm taking my coffee break. Come join me. And so she was just on her coffee break, and she was just chatting with the people who were in there. I mean, I don't know, complete waste of time. But I had 2 hours on lunch that I can't really do much else, and I can't go to work for that time, and I'm not in school, so I was just sitting out in my car, and I probably watched it for a good hour.
I'm gonna go. We'll go live again on Meerkat, and I'll set this back up.
You should try Periscope too, just to see.
Yeah.
But maybe I like how we're doing both. That's kind of fun.
Well, I'll set it back up here. Let's see, and then I'll bring you back over where we can see you, and then we'll turn you up over here. Let's see if we get anybody to join us. We had that one person that joined us for a while. They were in the chat room for a while.
What a cool way to bring in new viewers. I mean,
yeah. No, I've been trying Clamor. Have I talked to you about Clamor?
no. You said we need to talk about it.
Yeah, I'm going to leave you on focus. So if you're watching the YouTube video, you might see Mike in focus all the time now, because I'm using.
That's not what they want, Jim.
I know. I'm just telling them. That's the way it is. I'm keeping Mike in focus so people can see him on Meerkat. And if you want, hold on. I'll tell you. Let me go to my Twitter. Let's move this over here. Yeah, most of the streams are pretty stupid. See you, Rennie. When you're out there doing that stuff, most of the streams are pretty dumb, but sweet.
I think it's funny though. That spammer, he had to be a spammer. That Joey guy on mine.
Oh yeah.
He was like, dude, I was in math class in college with you, and you made fun of my hair. Like I sat right across from him. Like I don't remember you. He's like, oh, dude, that cuts so deep. And like he went on with the story for a long time. I finally just stopped reading what he was saying, but I mean, he was getting pretty deep, and I don't think I know him. Yeah.
You could go see Nathaniel. You can go on to the web. I just posted out in the live stream. You can go onto the web, and they have an emulator, or they have a phone emulator.
Nice. Wait, can I just
log in with Twitter? Yeah.
Sure, authorize. Oh, there we go. Oh, wait, I don't want to play sound. I'm getting
So are you live?
Yeah.
Oh, I see you.
See, and that's nice about Meerkat. What I heard is that and maybe that's not true anymore with Periscope, but the web viewers on Periscope actually don't count towards your number, or you can't see them. Or maybe it was just they couldn't chat. Maybe that's what it was. And I think that's what it was.
Well, the web viewer in Meerkat's not even working.
I can see it. I'm watching it.
For you?
Yeah.
In the web?
Yeah, it took a second, but I'm watching it now.
I see I see a picture of my board.
Oh, I did for a little bit. It took a few seconds. I'm seeing how delayed it is because I waved at the screen. We'll see how. I've never seen this angle of your office before.
Yeah, it's going this way. I have to have you over, man.
Yeah.
You need to come over to the Collison house.
Well, and it's funny. So I've showed you I have the 3 monitors on my system. I got my iMac in the center and then 2 monitors. Well, I had my Xbox in the living room, but the way my Wi-Fi goes out, it has to go outside and come back in, and it just it loses the signal. So I was like, I couldn't game at all on the Xbox. So I brought it into the office. Well, now it's even. I already spent enough time in this cave, but now I've got my Xbox hooked up to the second monitor, and so I can go from doing homework to playing Xbox to podcasting. I'm lucky if I get out of this seat for 5 hours at night.
Last night I sat down here until 2 a.m. watching sports videos on YouTube.
I've been guilty of that.
Well, I'll tell you what happened. So I had a coworker have a seizure yesterday.
Oh my God! Really?
Right in front of me. I mean.
Oh, like.
I watched her. I was looking. Yeah, I was talking to this guy. We were at the lunch table. I was talking to this guy, and she came by, and I said, "She doesn't look right." I mean, I thought, and she turned. I mean, she like snapped around like a totally unnatural movement, and her head kind of popped up, and she let out this groan that was the most eerie thing I've ever heard. And then she went down, and I was just sitting there in shock, like, and I ran to try and catch her, but I just couldn't. I couldn't get there fast enough, and she hit her face,
Oh
chipped
my
a tooth,
gosh.
and blood. She had a bloody nose and busted her lip open, and so there's blood everywhere.
Does
And,
she have these normally, or was it just? Okay.
Yeah, she's had seizures in the past,
Okay.
and she's on meds, but it
Is she epileptic?
I don't know I don't know all the details, and I
Okay.
probably am I'm
Oh,
probably
yeah.
violating
Let's
some
not talk about
HIPAA things right
coworker.
now.
I forget it's not a.
I didn't purposely say a name, but it was very, very unsettling for me, right? I don't that doesn't happen to me very often, and I came home, and I even came home early that day, and I sat here and had trouble getting anything done, and so
Kind of
then I just started watching
haze
videos.
thing.
Say that again.
Kind of in a haze, just kind of like something's off.
A little shock.
Yeah.
And it wasn't terrible, but it was just she's a friend of mine. I see her every day. I talk to her a couple times a day.
Wow.
So I just couldn't go to sleep. It was one of those nights you're just like, and she's fine. She's going to be okay. It was just the situation, when I was the first one to get to her, and I was trying to roll her over, and she was just stiff as a board. I mean, man, was her muscles flexing like crazy, and we tried to roll over, and of course she was bleeding, and I had a whole bunch of people come help me, and I just kind of backed out of the way, but it was unsettling.
I can imagine.
No, we picked up somebody on Meerkat. So, hey, we want to welcome you. Yeah, somebody else watching on Meerkat. We're in the post show of Home Gadget Geeks. Jim Collison, my buddy Mike Weger, right there on the camera, and we are in post show at theaverageguy.tv/live. We just got done with the Home Gadget Geeks podcast, and we're trying out Meerkat. So, they're gone. I guess they didn't like it.
I'm still shocked how many people hopped into mine right away.
Yeah.
That was pretty, and one of them stuck around for a while, and he was asking questions what the name of the shows were and everything. So.
Lop just says it reminds of when his daughter had a stroke. It's terrifying. It's absolutely terrifying. I can't. I've been so lucky to not have. We've had our share of injuries. I mean, my son did run into a tree and almost killed himself, but yeah, we were skiing, and he was going a million miles an hour, and just a header right into the tree.
Oh my gosh!
Full speed, however fast you can go on skis, is as hard as he hit the tree. And fortunately, he had a helmet on, and the helmet took the impact and just crushed the helmet. And if he hadn't had the helmet on,
wow. Okay, when you first said that, I thought you were joking, like he was a little kid, ran into a tree, and almost like I thought you meant like kind of a joke.
No,
that's.
Oh, it was terrible. It was awful. So thank God for helmets and skiing. Our guest is. Hey, if you're watching on Meerkat, we want to welcome you. We're in the post show. Shoot me a little note down below here where I can see you on Meerkat. Where's the camera? The camera's up here. So shoot. There we go. Down here. Tweet me a little bit down there so we know who you are. We're live at theaverageguy.tv/live if you want to join the live stream. Although my phone only has 9% battery, so
the Meerkat's gonna be short-lived.
It won't go for
Meerkat is gonna go back in its hole soon. So
yeah, Lopta says you may have to try this Meerkat. Does it have to authenticate using Twitter?
Yes. Same with Periscope.
It would be nice. So, like right now, they're gone again.
They're gone.
Right now on Meerkat, like I'd have to pick up my phone and then type into it if I wanted to. Right? Is there another way for me to get? I mean, I'm talking to him, so I guess I can just talk back.
Yeah, just talk to him. Yeah. I don't know.
The video still hasn't shown up for me.
See, the hard part for me, and so I'm watching. So some of these people that go on, especially the women that go on. There was this one girl, the Coffee Time girl. She's just a very normal person, just trying out Periscope, and the amount of extremely vulgar and rude comments and sexual comments was off the charts. And she was talking about how it's a pain because to block someone, the chat scrolls really fast and then disappears. And if there's a lot of people in there, you have to tap them and then tap block. But a lot of times you can't catch them in time. And so I was like, they've got to implement something where the other viewers can block them as well. Because I'm sitting there watching, I'm like, well, I could be tapping these people and blocking. But I mean, I was just shocked that she was even staying live because some of the comments were just outrageous.
It's so dumb.
Yeah.
I hate that. Why do people got to be that way? Why can't we be civil?
Right. And I thought maybe the authentication via Twitter might help, but obviously it didn't. People just use fake accounts and yeah, they were pretty bad. But luckily, being a guy, usually, I mean, you don't have to worry about that as much.
Well, yeah, and you should say, hey, you need to pipe the down.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah. Definitely. And she was. Well, she said that they got worse,
Well.
so then she just stopped acknowledging them. She just started just tapping and blocking. So, which is good.
Yeah, this is Meerkat would be better the bigger screen you have. It's as an end user, right? This is one of those things where
or
small
horizontal
screen.
video, because you can't do horizontal, can you?
Well, I don't know. So you're seeing my video right now, right?
Yeah.
So let me.
Because in Periscope you cannot go horizontal.
If I just turned that horizontal, what did it do?
I'll tell you in a few seconds here. It's pretty far behind on the web.
Okay. Clamor just I just got a notification from Clamor. So Clamor allows you while we're waiting for the video to catch up.
Oh, here you go. You're grabbing it, turning it sideways. Oh, now I'm just sideways.
Is it sideways?
Yep, it's just at least on the web it is.
On the iPhone, it's the orientation changed.
Okay, so I bet it is on the app then. I bet it changed.
But you're seeing me on the web app sideways.
Yep. Here, this is fun. Here, let me just.
Yeah, screen share it.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. Screen share it. Here, let me lock you in. Well, you're already locked in over here. Oh yeah.
I don't know why it's
Interesting.
Oh.
Ray was talking about that last night when he was doing it. How it's portrait only.
Yeah, Ray and I were actually tweeting back and forth today about how they need to have a YouTube Live app. Pretty much on the iOS, you can stream live to YouTube via an app. But as of now, you can't do it.
Can't you start? You can't start one in a Google Plus Hangout?
No. You can join one if someone else is hosting, but you cannot start it. Yep.
Oh, it's on Android I'm thinking of.
Oh, can you on Android?
Mm-hmm.
That's nice. Yeah, you cannot do it on iOS yet.
Yeah. Lopta says he lost everything.
You could get a...
You lose a stream, Lopta? Oh, that's not a very good... I don't have a very good angle of me and you. There we go. Interesting. Last night I came in, it was like 11:30, and I said to Sarah, man, I got a hankering for some Twizzlers. She's like, I don't have any Twizzlers. I'm like, oh, not a big deal. I'm just saying I got a hankering for them. So today when I got home,
bag of Twizzlers out for you?
She's like, they were on clearance. She goes, I found them on clearance at whatever.
Ooh, find out where. My Hannah is the Twizzler fiend. She loves them too. It's our road trip candy.
Oh, it's so good. I'll eat a whole bag.
Yeah.
I will eat the whole bag.
I'm sunflower seeds. That's my snack. In the car.
Periscope, huh? All right, let's try.
Yeah, I'd be interested. So let's swap this out and go with Periscope.
Yeah, let me.
And we could even close down the live. I guess we don't have to. The YouTube.
Let's see if I can save this stream. Your cat would like to access your photos. Okay. Stream saved. Saved to the camera roll. Like, I'll ever need that stream.
Right.
You know, it's like, don't think I'm gonna have to download this to make it work. Ken said, did I really say hankering? I did say hankering.
What's wrong with that word?
I like hankering.
I say hankering all the time. Maybe it's an Omaha thing. Oh, is he saying because you left off the G? Hankering?
Hankering.
Instead of hankering?
No, I
don't know.
Yeah, either way. See, guys, as you drop off, no problems in dropping off. Mike and I are testing stuff. I kind of miss this. Because I haven't had a consistent co-host. I haven't had this ability to just because usually it's guests, you know, and you're like,
exactly.
I'm not going to keep them around forever like this. Okay, let's see. Let me get to where's the App Store. I need a lightning cable down here is what I need. Periscope.
See if I can.
Oh, Lopta, he says I installed it. Now what do I do? Well, you would find me on there, but I just ended it. You installed, I take it you installed Meerkat. Lopta.
Ooh, my iPad stand works perfect for my phone too. So I could leave it there for a pre-show.
I can. He says he loves it. I've never heard it in the wild. Well, there's a lot of things I say. I say folks a lot, you know.
I think folks is a Midwest thing. I've found that.
Yeah, I say folks a lot.
But maybe
I'm a
not.
California guy. Why would I say folks? I do. I say folks. I also say bejesus. Require a password for additional purchases on this device. You can change this anytime. Always require. Okay, it's downloading Periscope.
Oh, did you have to enter your password and not use your fingerprint?
Yeah.
You just got. Okay, the fingerprint thing went away from me when I did 8.3.
Permanently?
I haven't been able to use it in the App Store.
Well, that
I can
sucks.
use it to. I mean, yeah, just in the App Store, it all of a sudden's gone.
That was the best part about.
Yeah, let me just go grab a random app and see if it works again. But I saw it on Twitter. Someone tweeted about it, and then I tried it. I'm like, yeah, you're right. It's completely gone. Let me just try
I just
grabbing.
got a notification.
Oh, I'll get the Masters app because I want that anyway.
I see somebody. I just got a notification about a Meerkat.
Oh, that one's just gonna start downloading. Oh, because I turned on free.
Lopta, I see you on Meerkat now. I see you just joined.
Oh, you got 3 watching. Wait, no, 3 watched. I'm still on the old one.
Yeah. I've got somebody. Harding's Missions is now live from Clarksville. Nassau is now from La Canada. I don't know how you say that how do you say Canada in French Canadian? Canada. Anyways, it doesn't matter. Okay, let's try Periscope. I think I gotta log in here. Why is it in French? Everything's in French.
Wait, what is?
Periscope.
Nope, I don't think so.
Maybe I downloaded the wrong app.
Periscope.
Oh, I did download the wrong app. That's awesome.
Like, man, this is not a good-looking app. It doesn't look anything like they said.
This is not what it's supposed to be. Okay, let's try it again. Let's try it again. I downloaded some French app that's Periscope, spelled the French way. There it goes. That's the right one. No, I can't see Lopta. I can't see you. I'm dropped out of the app. Sorry.
Oh no, in Lopta, we can't see, when you're watching, we can't see you.
The Touch
You can
ID
only
just showed
see
up
us.
for me.
Oh, see, okay.
I had to put it in the first time.
Yeah, that's normal. For some reason,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
That piece. Yeah, we can see you if you start a Periscope.
If you
if you start a stream, throw the link to the stream because it'll automatically tweet it. Throw it in chat. Although apparently I'm having trouble seeing it here. All right, let's see. Get started. Sign in with Twitter. Oh, Jay Collison. Create an account. Did you follow anybody when you first? Free news?
Some people that were not, because it makes you follow, or it signs you up to follow everyone you follow on Twitter. And then beyond that, yeah, I followed some other ones. And then what I've been doing is I've been going to the global page and find some people that are really funny or have some good, like the guy who does the tech trivia. He's some news guy out on the West Coast. He's awesome. So I just end up following them.
So did you leave them? Did you leave them all checked?
Yep.
Okay.
Might as well.
All right.
I don't know. You can always unfollow him. Oh, Jim Collison's now following you.
Boom.
Boom.
Just happened. And I just said boom. It just says he was just...
What did I say last week? And everyone got in the chat room. Oh, clutch. I
Oh,
said
yeah.
clutch, and someone's like, "Did you say clutch?" Like, yeah, showing my age a little bit.
All right. So do I push the TV?
No, the one second or third one in on the. I don't know how to say it.
Third one from the left?
Yeah, third
The
one
one with
from
the red
left.
star
That's what I was trying to
broadcast.
say.
Enable camera. Okay. Enable microphone. Okay. Enable
That's-
location. Might as well. What the heck?
Just that first time you do
What
it.
are you seeing now?
Yeah, so that's like the title. So whatever you want to, it's like post-show
Oh, there you
podcasting or
are, yeah.
podcasting, whatever. So
Home. Gadget. It's going to quit here in a second. Geeks. Post. Show.
oh, wow, there goes my phone.
Whoa.
Yeah, right off the stand.
We're now live.
Oh, I'm viewing it.
Okay. How do I turn...
Double tap the screen.
Oh, there we go. Very cool. Put you back in the hot seat there.
Nice. There we go.
Yeah, we're back, but we're back in business on. So it probably tweeted out. Okay. Did it tweet out on? Would it tweet it out?
Okay,
Right
so
there.
I noticed right when you start it, you have to. There's a little Twitter button, and it's hard to explain where it is. But so I didn't click it, and it did not go to my Twitter stream.
Oh, well, that's stupid.
But what I've heard is, and kind of the ones I've been watching, is when you put it in the Twitter stream, those are getting spammed a lot. So people are searching for that type of URL, and then they're just going to them and spamming those feeds.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
Ken says +1 for clutch.
All right.
I like
think we
clutch.
should start getting like the Dickie V comments in here.
I also like booyah.
That was awesome, baby. That was awesome with a capital A.
You do that pretty well.
It's from playing too much NCAA basketball 2K13 when I was a kid. That was like my game. Probably played that all the time. Took Creighton to the national championship every year.
My son, we on the Xbox, on the original Xbox, it's sitting right up there.
Yep.
He played NCAA football national championship. This would have been 2012? No, 2010 maybe, 2009, one of those years. And he took Nebraska to the national championship every single year.
Oh yeah, because when you lose your game, you just turn off the Xbox and turn it right back on, so it doesn't save. Like, always a perfect season.
Get it back. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He could. That boy could play some football.
That's what I'm playing right now is NHL.
How would I find the?
Okay, so look at this. So here, I'll kind of show you. So if I start tapping, I give you some hearts. Do you see those hearts coming up?
Whoa! Holy moly!
Yeah, so I can start giving you some hearts. That's how you, and then I can comment. Here, I'll show you how the comments thing works.
All right. But if you're listening live, how would they? Yeah. Howdy.
Yeah.
Howdy,
And
partner.
those as they start to go away though, so they go up a little bit along the left.
I see
and
that.
disappear.
Mhm.
So, but I kind of, from a viewer's standpoint, it's not too bad. Because it's not like these people are showing off certain things. So, I don't know. I kind of like the chat right there.
I have one. That's you.
Yep, that's me.
I'm not as popular as you. Just going live and getting 6 people.
Well, I started it yesterday, so as my followers added, I think I had like 6 or 7. So.
Oh, I see. So I just spammed everybody in my Twitter list with you should sign up for.
No, it doesn't invite them.
Oh.
But what I'm saying is, so now that you're on Periscope, anytime one of your followers adds from now, you're already going to be in their list of people to automatically add. So.
Got it. I'm hiding you. It's kind of fun. It's interesting.
Yeah, no, I like it. I love it.
This would be an interesting. What I'll probably do. I'll look for the right spot to set the phone up where I can plug it in, and then it'll just be a pre-show deal, right? And and then when we go into post-show, pre and post-show type thing, we'll do them live. Just because you get an inside look here. You can, if you're watching on Periscope, you can see my box. Let's see up here. You can see my box collection, up on the shelf up
Let me
here.
go back to it.
Yeah. Let's see. Hold on. See up there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
There you
right
go.
there. There's a couple of my boxes. They go all along.
That is like the quintessential tech podcaster guys, always having a wall, like something of boxes, that you can
Yeah.
see.
Well, you
I
gotta
wanted to make this shelf, but we need the shelf for books. But I want to get like a second shelf.
Yeah, you could put another shelf back there, maybe.
Yeah. Well, not really.
Yeah.
I guess you wouldn't. It's over here. Might cover the window.
It's kind of fun because from this angle, I get to see you, and they can hear you.
Yeah.
I think.
Let's see. Well, yeah, because I think I can't hear myself because I muted it, so we weren't getting the feedback into my mic. But yeah, I could hear me when I was talking.
I can't believe anybody's still out there. Christian can't be out there. I see Drashna Ken. Guys, if you stayed around this long, thanks for staying around.
We're just playing around.
This gives Mike and I. Actually, we should probably cut this off. Mike, don't go anywhere.
Okay.
If you're watching this part of the video, nobody is. Nobody's watched this part, so we'll see you later. Thanks for if you're still out there alive. Thanks for watching and staying this far alive, and we'll see you back next week.